Welcome to the shooting show. My name is Thomas Lindy. In this program I'm in Limpopo, following my friend Andreas Jensen on a stalk for a warthog.
So now we're here in beautiful Limpopo, and this is actually my fourth time trying to get a warthog. I haven't succeeded yet, but Justin from Likulu Safaris has promised me at least to give me an opportunity of a big warthog.
Andreas, let's go get you that warthog.
Certainly, sir.
Let's go see what we find. Put it around in the chamber and we can keep it on safety.
Yeah.
There's a watering hole about say 200 yards in front of us here, so we're gonna make a stalk and see if we can't get lucky and find some warthog or something there. So let's give it a try. Okay. The wind is good, so yeah. Let's see if we can't spot something. Some impala moving in front there at the water. I think this is a good spot just to sit down a little bit and wait and see if we can't get a couple of warthogs coming to drink.
Yeah. I think we're gonna move because of all the ticks here. They're all over, small pepper ticks. Nasty bastards. Who is going to check who at the ball sack for chick ticks? Remember I told you Yesterday we were unlucky, we didn't see any good warthog, but now we're taking off again in the first light to see if we can make another plan, and I think we'll sit and wait because the bush is so high and thick, so it's very difficult to stalk them, so we'll try and sit and wait for them. I think that's the plan today.
We are busy building a blind for a warthog or maybe a bushbuck. So just cutting off some trees, making sure we have enough shade. Let's see if we can't get lucky. So what we're gonna do here today is we're gonna burn some warthog dung and some zebra dung to eliminate the smell in the air. So this helps because it's a natural smell. It will help keep the animals calm and keep them from smelling us. Smells good. Smells very good.
Okay, time's up in the blind. We'll head on for another plan. And even though it's been a lot of hours here, it's been very exciting to see all the giraffes and blue wildebeest and a lot of kudos and impalas. So, but no warthog. Now we're going for a little walk in the bush to see if we can find a warthog before it gets dark.
You ready to take a little walk? Yeah, very the right one. There's a nice able down the road.
Nice sable. It's big.
Very, very big. Right on the shoulder. Well done. That was perfect. How do you feel? Adrenaline?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm shaking like hell.
We've been talking the whole time about this is the perfect time of day to find the warthogs. Here we are.
Oh,
Finally paid off.
absolutely. He just walked out in front of us.
We made a perfect shot.
It
How
went
far
fast.
is it? Let's see. 125 meters. Well, Andreas, you deserve a cold one after this day.
I will need it for sure.
Let's go walk up to your warthog. Yeah, I was kind of getting nervous for a moment, struggling to get the sticks open.
Look at me, Ben.
He went down like a sack of potatoes.
I'm not done anymore. I was up hungry.
A little shaky, but I was on the shoulder. I felt good. So.
Double long.
Some few words after this long
I don't know what
last
to say.
stream.
Actually, I'm just absolutely happy. This was the perfect stalk. for a perfect pick.
It's good when the plan works out.
Yeah, I was beginning to worry a little bit because of the dust suddenly went the wrong way.
Yes.
A little bit. So, but
that's the good things about the warthog. They have very poor eyesight.
Yeah.
Very good sense of smell and very good hearing. So that helped us out quite a bit. It's nice when the plan works out.
Yeah.
Well, it's a couple of miles back to the truck, so we're gonna have to put him on your shoulders.
Okay.
So Andreas just shot the perfect warthog, a cull warthog that we needed to take out. The staff would be very happy. It's camp meat for the staff, and also it's not a very good warthog as far as genes goes. So we want to take out the bad genes and let the new genes come in, fresh genes, better tusk quality, preserve the warthogs better. It's all in conservation, but it will be happy camp tonight. It was a great day. Great bushbuck this morning, unbelievable cull warthog this evening. The camp will be very happy, fresh meat. It was a great day.
Ik kan ook bij voren kijken, de vocht kan je ook goed kijken, de temperatuur, als het zin goed en dan die op de app, die kan gewoon kijken. Bij ons ook, als het niet waar als zijn is niet. Ons los met die vlees. Kijk, bij ons ook, als het niet waar als zijn is niet.
Okay. Now you'll see these sandwiches just like these dry breakers going down. Hey.
Fast.
Is it good?
Perfect. And we're hungry.
Look at that.
Oh!
That was perfect. Hi, I'm Simon Whitehead, and on this week's episode I illustrate how sometimes my ferreting can be far from fun. I was called in to help tackle a rabbit problem on a school playing field in the middle of a Norfolk city.
What is the difference between ferreting for fun, sport, recreation, or doing it for your job, rabbit control, or subcontracting for a pest control company? Well, this is something I get asked all of the time, and a lot of people just still cannot get their heads around what the difference is. Well, to me, the difference is very simple, but it can also be very complex. It starts with the amount of equipment that you need to carry around, that you may need, and it's always better to look at it than to look for it. You have no close season, you're almost working 12 months of the year, and you've got to be physically and mentally prepared for that. You have to ferret every warren, even though you and your dog may know otherwise, just in case you are wrong. It is this belt and braces attitude of not as much catching rather than not letting anything escape, and then you just work backwards from there on with. This is why I love the long net and lurcher combination so much. It just gives me that extra comfort, adaptability and efficiency. That when somebody's paying good money for your services, they want to see their money's worth. And I want to do a good job, because my reputation is on the line every time I go to work. And a reputation takes decades to build, but it can be destroyed in seconds. The animals you keep, breed and work have to be good, have to build experience. They've got to have a high level of prey drive and yet be very sociable, amenable, athletic, adaptable, because at times you have to grind out a result. We're not always playing the beautiful game, and sometimes things have to get ugly. This is work. This is how I pay my bills, and time is money. And results speak everything. And no matter what the situation you find yourself in, what mood you're in, or what's going on at home, or how your animals are feeling, you have got to get the result no matter what, and no matter how you achieve it. And when you're working with animals, this adds an extra bit of pressure, as they don't understand the pressure constraints we place on ourselves. This is why I think the experience of failure helps you succeed. Using and putting nets down that others particularly wouldn't, trusting your dog and ferrets, yet never be afraid to check that trust. Using a ferret finder and a selection of good spades, and never shy away from a dig no matter where it is. And it's strange. Your mindset has got to change because you are ferreting, backfilling and really doing yourself out of a job at the end of the day. And this, so ignore the leaves in the net because we're in the middle of wood, so I'll clean it up at the finish. But I'm now going to clip it on there. It's now given me the purchase on this on the net that we normally get by sticking it in the ground. And like a friend said, if you go and sea fishing, you don't take a carp rod. So everything I use for work is tailored around my job, and that includes the type of lurcher I use. All of my lurchers, nets, traps, ferrets are the result of trying, failing, holding post-mortems and succeeding. But this doesn't happen overnight, it takes years. On this particular job in Norfolk, we were called in by a pest control company who wanted the job done, but weren't necessarily set up and experienced to do it themselves. This happens a lot. I get called in by a lot of clients, customers and companies because they want to get the job done properly and they're going to use the right tool for the job. This is where experience comes in. Experience in reading the situation. A bit like how a fisherman would read a river. I then have to formulate a plan of action, get the right personnel, the right equipment, animals, because we're not always working in a field. It could be anywhere, urban or rural, anywhere the rabbits can find food and shelter and they are causing a nuisance. And that is what management is all about. It's management. By using the combination of my experience, my lurchers, nets and a fistful of ferrets and a few bolt traps, we removed the locals that were damaging the school playing field. Yeah, and that is why you have a ferret finder. Straight on.
No matter what the depth.
Straight on the rabbit, got the rabbit. No guesswork going on, no, well, you know, the ferret's killed it. No, it might not have done it, might have had 4 or 5 rabbits in a dead end. We go home, get our paycheck, 4 rabbits out in front of their house. Reputation's gone to tatters. So, belt and braces. On to the next one, where Tony's telling us what to do. But without the services of my trusty lurchers, we would have missed a few rabbits that were hiding in unusual places. We could have easily walked past them. And this is one of the differences. You see trust, attitude and the ability to adapt to your environment. Of course, it doesn't always go to plan, but then it can be said that of any job or sport. These traps are brilliant.
Good, I'm glad you're happy.
These traps today really proven worthwhile. I've been put off them in a bit because they're all sort of a bit of a gimmick, but they're not really. So yeah, once again it proves that you're always learning about something to do with ferreting and always getting new bits of equipment if it's the best option. And today it is, because purse netting would be a nightmare. We're enclosed in with a fence, so we don't need the long nets. And we've got the Ginger Ninja, so we've got a mark, we've got an avenue of capture, and a very good ferret I got from Bob Merrill. You must trust your animals, as we are only as good as the animals we work at the end of the day. To highlight this, on this job every whole dug produced rabbits, a lot of them still alive. Without Tony and Dottie, we would have missed vital breeding pairs that would have made us look fools at the end of the day. We would have gone home and they would have come out to feed in front of the customer like we were never there. But ferreting, however simple, tribal, old, traditional, we've got to come into play with the 21st century. It is a world full of reports, risk assessments and insurances, rabbit-proof and landscape recommendations and a sensible outlook that not every job will be the same, straightforward or finished to how I would particularly like it to be. Because this is all down to the customer and their budgets. Some want a zero tolerance, others just a quick reduction to a sensible and economic level. When I think about it, when I sit back waiting for that rabbit to bolt or me ferret to appear, would I change what I do? No. That's because it's still my passion. To me, ferreting holds a fantastic quality. When it's going well, it's the easiest job in the world and anybody can do it. But when it's not going well, when it turns ugly, this is how I judge people. I judge their characters, their animals, as much as I judge myself. Because it has the ability to be a very physical and mentally demanding job. But this just takes me full circle to where we started. Looking at my equipment, my animals, and delving into my mindset. My mindset is simple. You always carry the weight of expectancy to get the job done. You always carry the weight of expectancy to get the job done. And if I don't do my job, please my customer, do it to how they think it should be done, I don't get paid. Now that's pressure. And that is the difference between kicking about on the hill and going home when you feel like it, not bothering to net up or dig, leaving a few for next year, and being professional in every aspect of how you conduct yourself. That to me is the difference.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to the channel and follow us on the social media. See you next time.
If you aren't a member of Basque, it's time to join now. Basque, looking after your sport, looking after you.